You are now tuned in to Say That TV.
Prayer works. I'ma keep going hard. I'ma keep going strong.
Well-known Savannah rapper Quando Rondo is in jail this morning after he was arrested in a sweeping indictment. WJCL's Nakia Carrero is joining us live this morning. And Nakia, what can you tell us about this case?
Emma, in my hand is the 17-page, 49-count indictment laying out the charges against Quando Rondo and 18 others that they are facing this morning. The rapper, whose real name is Tyquin Bowman, is accused of being the leader of the Rolling 60's gang here in Savannah. He is also accused of distributing drugs. The indictment says he drove to Macon to pay his supplier for marijuana. We want to remind you, a new Georgia law is cracking down on gang involvement. It adds a mandatory 5-year prison sentence for anyone convicted of a gang crime and 10 years for those convicted of recruiting minors into a gang.
The state of Georgia recently passed a bill that would establish mandatory sentences ranging from 5 to 25 years in prison for people convicted of crimes under the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. This factor could mean that Rondo has a long road ahead of him when it comes to his legal battles.
Now, the man you see here screaming in pain is rapper Quando Rondo. Last August, moments after he was involved in a deadly shooting in California, Rondo was clearly upset as authorities pulled his friend who was shot and killed from an SUV covered in bullet holes. Now, there is a similar ongoing trial in Atlanta with various well-known artists there. We'll have more on that coming up in 30 minutes.
It's clear that Rondo's involvement with the Rolling 60's Crips gang has put a spotlight on his behavior. And when his homeboy Lil Pav died, he took to social media to let everyone know that he dropped his flag. I'm not jump out gang either. Ain't no loyalty in this stuff. I'm my own man. I laid down my flag. I'm not NH, y'all. Ain't go ride for a ninja for real. There's no sense in me being a part of y'all stuff. Y'all F with the opposition. I don't give a F who feel hit. F you. And if you can't feel where I'm coming from on this, you a B.A. ninja. Cause it don't take rocket scientists to see what the F going on. Everybody already hate me. I ain't tripping on the extra hate. I'm about to focus on my family and the ones who really go drop a tear if I die.
And Nakia, before we let you go, do you know what's next for Quando Rondo following his arrest?
Well, Quando Rondo is set to appear in front of a judge for a bond hearing this Friday. Now, I reached out to his lawyer and the Chatham County District Attorney's Office for comment. As of right now, I have not heard back from anyone. Emma, we will stay on top of this. Back to you.
All right, our Nakia Carrero live for us this morning. Nakia, thank you.
Tonight, WJCL 22 News investigates, and we uncovered new information about the indictment and the charges against 18 people, including Savannah rapper Quando Rondo. Now, you're looking at exclusive video that WJCL 22 News gathered at the scene of a raid of a home in Savannah to collect evidence as part of an ongoing investigation into the Rolling 60's gang. Now, this is the same gang that the Chatham County District Attorney described Rondo as a manager in an indictment that was just released. And tonight we have learned that this is not the only home that was raided by a joint team of city, county, and federal law enforcement. Tyquin Terrell Bowman is a Savannah rapper indicted on gang and drug charges. A Chatham County grand jury indictment accuses him of being a leader of the so-called Rolling 60's gang. He tweeted this message to his family on Friday after turning himself into police. What the tweet doesn't tell is that law enforcement was gathering evidence against him and the gang the day before. WJCL 22 News exclusively recorded this raid of a home on Reynolds Street near Hamilton Court Thursday morning. We learned it was one of 5 houses in Chatham County that a joint team of officers from Savannah Police, the Chatham County Narcotics Team, and agents from the FBI and the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms searched from 6 o'clock in the morning until almost 9. Law enforcement sources tell WJCL 22 News they were looking for evidence connected to the Rolling 60's gang, which they describe as violent and connected to illegal drug sales. Bowman, or Quando Rondo, was charged with traveling to Macon, Georgia to purchase marijuana after negotiating the price for the gang. We watched as 2 people living inside the home were taken into custody custody. They are among the 19 people indicted by a Chatham County grand jury on charges of gang activity and drugs. The people living in the home on Reynolds told WJCL 22 News they were woken to law enforcement pounding on the door, threatening to break it down. They told us no one in the home is connected to a gang, and any weapons found inside the home were legally purchased. At the end of the search, we watched as FBI agents carried out a box filled with envelopes and other documents. Law enforcement tell us it's evidence connected to the ongoing investigation into several street gangs that include the Rolling 60s. Now, law enforcement would not describe the type of evidence they seized. We're hoping to learn new information during a news conference tentatively scheduled for next week. As for Bowman, he has a bond hearing on Friday.